Manchester United trumps Manchester City in the last minutes of the second half in the Manchester United derby. Welcome to another podcast of the Constitution Manchester United. This was a needed win. We needed these 3 points to catch grips with Manchester City. They are on 40 points right now, and we are on 39 points right now, given that we have gotten 3 points against Manchester City. We were previously on 36, and now we're 39. We're like 1 inch tail behind Manchester City. What did I tell you guys in my last or second to last video? Not only can we only get top three, we can actually beat Manchester City, which we did today. And we can actually get second place. We see the transition that Eric Ten Hag is making with this side. We see the progression that Eric Ten Hag is making with this side. It is not a secret. It doesn't take Freud to figure that out. Anybody can see that, man. We're making progress. The players are improving. Wan-Bissaka, who would have known Wan-Bissaka would have put in a performance like that against a position-based Manchester City side, given that he's not or wasn't the best of players with the ball at his feet when attacking or in the possession period. He played very well. Martial, my man got taken off at half time. Some persons thought that we needed, a striker like Martial into this type of game, given that Man City likes to keep the ball in possession and they're not. I mean, they play long ball because there's a 6'6" striker from Norway that invokes that type of game. He's not the best of players when it comes onto his feet, and we saw that today. Haaland was non-existent against us, and that was due to the defensive force of Manchester United, and due to the defensive display displayed by Casemiro and the defense. Casemiro, my man made a few questionable, choices where you could have said, so he could have get sent off right there, so he could have get sent off, he could have get a red card, he could have gotten a... But he came in a situation. He dominated every, like when he was tackling, he was dominating. Even when it was like a minor foul. Joao Cancelo, Mahrez, they were culprits of the tackling of Casemiro. But with Eriksen, man, Rashford, and no, Anthony didn't start. I might get to Anthony in a second. Believe that I want to be finished in like 5 to 7 minutes. But the fact is that this side won 3 points against Manchester City. What did I say in my last video or next last video? I said that despite Haaland getting all the goals or majority of the goals for Manchester City, this is not the Manchester City United. Manchester City United. This is not the Manchester City offside of old. It's not 2018. It's not 2019. It's not even 2017. This is not the same Manchester City, but they can still play their ball game. They have been talking about they haven't had a striker for 2 years. They have gotten an elite striker, which, as some City fans say, he's working himself into the system despite his bridging has 20 league goals already. There's a missing piece of City, but I don't care about him right now. I'm talking about the fact that given that they have declined slightly Manchester City, Manchester United can actually catch up with them in second place. We're still in third place. We're still in third place with 39 points, and they're on 40 points. So we're like in earshot of them. We can actually pass them out in the table. I've said that in my last video, or second to last video, that not only can we get top 3, we can actually get top 2 behind Arsenal. And given that Arsenal striker Jesus, my man's injured, and given the history of the background of Arsenal losing vital points, we can actually go to first place. This is one of the best seasons given competitive wise in a long while. Brighton is making man catch hell. Brighton is beating man this season. Who else? Fulham is doing them thing. Everton is like, Everton has passed it, and there's different sides that are coming up. So this season is very competitive, man. This is reminiscent of the Barclays Premier League season. Back in like the late 2000s. This is kind of reminiscent to it. Everybody has a catch of getting top 4 spot. Chelsea dropping points. Potter is catching hell. My man needs to, someone needs to out him out with a bucket of water or something, because he's under pressure. He's under pressure. Back to Manchester United, we have gotten 3 points. We were down. Grealish got the goal by a header. It was a dink cross by De Bruyne. He's always on the right hand side getting them crosses. You have to always watch out for De Bruyne when he's on the right hand side. Whenever a right footed cross is coming from the right hand side, it's hard to defend against in the box. Compared opposed to a left footed player like Amaris crossing in the box. It's more dangerous when a right footed player crosses the ball on the right side than a left footed player on the right side of the pitch. We were down 1-0. Some person, a bridging of mine on Twitter was saying, man, boy, this game is over, man. I'm paraphrasing it was basically, man, this game over, man. But I was like, nah, man, stay tight, man. We'll go get a goal. We'll go nick a goal, or even get 2 goals. We just have to, just sit tight. Going back to Marcel coming off, person we're seeing that Marcel needed to play this game full head on, because without Marcel up top, we cannot have we don't have any striker that can play with his back to goal or drop deep and link play. We don't have that. Rashford is not that type of striker. Rashford thrives on space, and we have seen that in the second half. First half, we were doing nothing. We're actually doing things. In the early second half, we're just Antony, man. I've said this, dude. I don't know if it's a Brazilian thing. I've said this before and I'll say it again. When it comes on to mentality, Brazilians are not the best in that department. When it comes on to mentality, not that the talent is not there, The talent is there somewhere. But I'm talking about up here, so as Pirlo stated, and even Johan Cruyff, rest his soul, has stated, the ball is not only played with the foot, it's played with your head. And I'm not talking about headed goals either. I'm talking about the mentality of it, reading, knowing what to do in the situation. When Antony came on, man, I don't know if he was trying to have a circus game or what, but he was not showing himself on the right hand side, which leaves a lot of Manchester United questioning the transfer of Antony from Ajax. Some person are saying that this version is just a processed version, a left-footed version. I don't remember who they were saying, but basically, man, Antony, he didn't have the best of games today. Yes, he's showing inconsistency, but you have to give him some time, man. Sancho is not getting games. I mean, Elanga can stay on the bench for long, how we know, but yeah, Rashford got himself a goal in the last minutes of the second half. Rashford is almost on 20 goals this season, I believe, which would almost mount up to his best goal tally season, which was like 3 years ago. So Rashford, we're playing very good ball with Rashford, man. Not because Marcel had a bad game doesn't mean he's bad at all. He just had a bad game. And even if he didn't come off, I believe he could have still made an impact. Fact is that we got 3 points. Some person may say that it was robbery, that Manchester City was robbed, it looked like this Manchester United from 2011 with Howard Webb, and they stole the spoils from Manchester City. I bet if this was back in Manchester City's field, we'd be talking like that. Only we Manchester United fans would be talking about like that, saying that we lost because we were robbed. But Manchester United go down, we got 2 goals to come against them, and we're in front. We robbed them. Dude, City has been robbing, but we're not going to be talking about that right now. We got 3 points against Manchester City. That's what's important. Alright, that's my match reaction, man. Good times, man. Dude, I don't want to be beating a dead horse again, but we have made improvement ever since. Ivy even tweeted this. Pep Guardiola said this in his press conference, was yesterday or something. He said that Manchester United is back. He said that 2 months back, he said that Manchester United is back. And he said that he could feel it. And he knows. A real one knows. Pep Guardiola is a real one. He knows that Manchester United is getting back on their feet. Not as, back like at a 1999 Manchester United at our prime. But at the same time, we're still catching up. We're improving. The players are improving. Yes, certain players are dropped, but we are improving as a whole, as a unit, as a squad. Like and subscribe to the channel, man. Share this video. I'll show it to you guys sometime next week. I don't know what I'll be doing my next video, but stick on still for that one. I'll show it to you guys about Manchester United is red. Well, Manchester is red.